I'll
But
tell you, man, I have so much to talk about on this because here's the thing. Did you ever see Comedian, the documentary with Seinfeld from back in the day?
yeah, it's
I've
great
watched it
doc.
1,000 times. It's one of the reasons, I before I did comedy, after I did comedy.
Yeah.
And there's one line when he goes to governors, but it wasn't the owners now, but he goes to the old guys who used to own it at the
Right.
time. This is 99 or whatever it was. And he goes and he does it, and it's like the most awful. Like they're just being how Long Island can be. Not everybody. And he gets out of there, and he said one of my favorite quotes ever. He goes, "It's everything you hate but know is a part of you at the same time. Like it's like
Right.
that kind of thing."
Levittown. That's really Alabama. Baby. It's everything you hate about yourself. Just staring right back at you. Everything you tried not to be, but you know deep down still are.
When I go back, so when I'll do brokerage or I'll do it, I relate because I love it. I love it, but I also know there's a reason I started comedy in this city because when I started the scenes, it might as well been the middle of Ohio. Like the scenes were that different. Like,
Right, yeah.
and I knew when I got a day job in the city, I was like, let me start here. There's more open mics here. Let me do that. So when I go back, I love it every time. But you do have that part of you that's like, oof, I know what people are talking about when they talk shit about Long Island. You get it. But
Yeah.
I'm like, once again, the older I get, the more I go to appreciate it. The more I appreciate it more because I think it's original and it's more unique. It's like I've been all over the country. I've been kind of internationally for comedy a little bit, but nothing crazy. But like I've been all over the country, and there's so many things that they talk about, like even Long Island, like it's even people in this when you meet people in New York that are from somewhere else. They all treat Long Island like it's this lab experiment. They're like, I don't know, or like it's Narnia, or they're like, what is that? What happens there? What happens in Long Island? And it's like, it's so funny because you're like, it's just people from Queens that like, it's like Oregon Trail, but for people who used to live in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
they just
exactly.
expanded their adventure. You know what I mean? But dude, as far as comedy goes, like I never thought I'd be doing this as a job. I wanted to try it. It went way beyond what I thought would happen. Right.
Right.
But before I even did that, when I first went to California, I was visiting my sister, and to give you an idea of Long Island, and her roommate's boyfriend was there. I was just talking about this with friends. It was one of my favorite moments ever because it was my first instance of, oh, you're from somewhere different and people are like fascinated. So we're all hanging out. He gets up. I sat in his seat and he came back and I was like, oh, I was in your seat. And he goes, no, it's okay. And I go, no, go ahead. I just go ahead. Like, and he was obsessed with like Wu-Tang Clan and New York. Like never been to New York. This kid was like, Bay Area, like California kid. And you would have thought I did a magic trick in front. The kid lost his ever loving mind. He goes, oh, go ahead. What's that? What's go ahead? What is that? What is go ahead? What's go ahead? And I go, it's go ahead. It's go ahead. Take the seat. Take your seat back. Whatever it is. So we don't realize how people react because they're used to it on TV. That's why Seinfeld and Soprano, all that stuff. They're like, it's still part of that New York experience.